Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Commodities Corner with the Gold and Silver Club and Binary.com, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. Okay, so today, actually, the markets are looking very interesting right now. We've got a number of setups which are lining up. Gold has just broken in the last about 15, 20 minutes, 6-month lows here. So we'll take a look at 6-week lows, sorry. We'll take a look at that very shortly. $1,288 an ounce. We've got some other interesting setups on the oils. So we've got a lot to look at as usual for a Friday afternoon. So the live session will cover a review of the commodities markets this week. We'll look at our top trade of the week. We'll do live technical analysis and trading. We'll be identifying highly profitable trade setups for the week ahead, looking at key news looking forward. So 6 major announcements you want to look at next week. Bear in mind, next Friday is non-farm payroll Friday, and we'll be doing a post non-farm payroll review and look at the setups as well after NFP. So do make sure you stay tuned for that one as well. So this week, we've seen gold price hit 6-week low on upbeat US data. Gold price ended the US trading session yesterday modestly lower, hitting a 6-week low. Gold price fell beyond the psychological support of $1,300 an ounce midweek on bullish US fundamental news. So we've had a lot of US economic data this week. That includes weekly jobless claims reports, the third quarter GDP, the Kansas City Fed manufacturing data, pending home sales, durable goods orders, which came out 3 times higher than market consensus. So it's all been really strong for the US dollar, and we've seen that's been bearish for the precious metals. So presented us with some very lucrative trade opportunities to short the metals this week as the US dollar index has rallied. Moving into next week, well, traders will be shifting their attention towards the Russia-Ukraine conflict as tensions in the region have started to intensify again. We'll take a look at that very shortly. The new tension in the region is a key fundamental driver, of course, which could trigger a comeback for gold in the short term, driving capital inflows back into safe haven assets. We probably will get more news on that over the weekend, which will affect the markets moving to next week. Today, gold looking pretty bearish from here. We'll take a look at that shortly. There's some nice setups we can look at. The other major events, of course, US non-farm payroll, which is scheduled for release next Friday, 1:30 p.m. GMT, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. The big question now is, will gold make a comeback or continue to fall into next week? So we'll definitely cover that in the technical analysis. Before we do so, I'm Phil Carr, professional trainer and speaker. I'm the co-founder and director of the Gold and Silver Club. I specialize in teaching people how to make money from trading the most lucrative financial markets in the world, so gold, silver, oil, the commodity currencies. I've trained thousands of individuals to become independent traders and successfully manage their own investment portfolio. I'm responsible for the research and development of the Gold and Silver Club trademark strategies that have a proven track record of generating returns for traders. Also a regular contributor to a number of financial publications, speaking at numerous trading seminars, webinars, and workshops. Joining me in running the Gold and Silver Club is Nik Kalsi, professional trader, investment analyst, and speaker. Nik began his career within private wealth management in 2002 before making the transition into proprietary trading. And prior to co-founding the Gold and Silver Club, spent over 5 years coaching professional fund managers and traders internationally for some of the world's top-tier hedge funds and investment banks. And through his first-hand relationship with some of the world's most successful traders, discovered the formula, mindset, and tools that can give any individual the definitive edge to trade in any economy. Also regularly writes for a number of global business and financial publications, and we've appeared frequently on financial television. We were on Reuters just on Wednesday this week. So that's a little bit of background on the Gold and Silver Club. Gold price right now, currently trading at $1,287 per ounce. So we'll take a look at that on the charts very shortly. Top trade of the week. Can you guess what the top trade of the week was this week using the Gold and Silver Club signature trading strategies? It was, of course, a sell short on gold. So we had a nice full trade for the price to be lower once we broke 1306. We've actually now come down, broken past the 200-day moving average, which officially gold is in a short-term bear market now at the moment as we close below the 200. So that is something very noteworthy, and we'll take a look at the charts with you. In fact, we'll take a look now. So very straightforward. We're going to use it the rise and fall type of trade. So if you select rise, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly higher than the entry price. Just needs to be 1 pip higher, 1 point higher. You will win the trade. You select falls, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly lower than the entry price. It just needs to finish 1 pip lower and you will win the entire trade. So we'll go on to the live technicals. It's not providing any sort of financial advice here. These are technical trades that we are taking ourselves at the Gold and Silver Club, and I'll talk you through the charts on what we're doing now. So let's take a look at live technical analysis and trading. If you've got any questions, do keep those coming. I'll try and keep an eye on those on the chat or the Q&A. Okay, so what we'll do, we're just going to move over to my charts. So let's just get those rocking and rolling. So great day for day trading. As I'm sure a lot of you know from coming on the Commodities Corner, we often have really nice trade setups. We're already we're long the energies at the moment. I really like this Brent setup right now. So basically, Brent looks like it wants to come up. It's got above the 50 MA today. Wants to come up and kiss the 200 moving average and the 10843 level just above it. We're in a nice rally here today. We've been consolidating all week. Got the breakout yesterday, getting a breakout right now. You've seen this a lot, right, on the energies on Fridays. We often get a move to the upside. Certainly in 2014, whilst we remained in a strong upward trend on the overall weekly and monthly charts here. So we've basically got a nice breakout here, and I'll just take a look at that. We'll go over to oil, and we're going to do, I just want to be in this a few hours, really. Going to have to go into just a forward contract ever so slightly. I want to be in this for probably about just until oil's going to be busy for about the next 2 or 3 hours. It all starts to kick off from now. So I'm just going to go for a trade here. I want to be on that, give it a nice profit. A 91% payout, that's great. That's a really good payout. 91% payout, only needs to finish 1 point higher. So I'm going to take that trade. Start time 12:45. Duration 3 hours of that. And let me just bring you back on the chart. Here we go. So this is just broken above key Fibonacci level. There's nothing to stop oil now coming up to 108.43, 200 moving average, major resistance level. In my opinion, there is nothing to stop this market from rallying right now. Broken above this consolidation. It's looking good. So I'm going to take this trade over a 3 hour period just to be higher during the US session. So I'm just going to purchase that contract. Okay, good. So that's been done on Brent there. WTI, we've been in this trade already since we broke above the 200 MA. We've got a really nice upward trend. It looks like WTI is about to hit our profit target, to be honest, at the 102 level. We've got a nice set of Fibonacci's just above there. You can see nice clean space for WTI to rally here. It's been a beautiful move. We traded this live actually on our live trading forum yesterday. So all our traders caught a beautiful trade on this. We're just about to hit. We should come up and hit the 102 level now. You can see that's where we're going to find resistance. There's a whole cluster of Fibonacci levels there at the moment. So Brent is the better trade to get into right now than to energies because it's got more room to go. And it's a little bit of a delay on it. Now, copper. Copper is one to watch. Copper has finally done it. Look at this. This is a rounding low here as we put in a rounded bottom here. And we've also got a V-shaped reversal pattern. Pretty symmetrical here. Let's check this out. So we've just got here. You can see very similar. I've got a neckline just broken above that. Copper is off to the races now. Check out the daily time frame. Look at that V-shaped reversal pattern breaking above the neckline. It's really got a good way to go here up to about the 3.0944 level. I really like copper at the moment. This move that we're getting finally, you can see how long it's been consolidating to actually get out this breakout. This mid move here in the middle there, that represents the capitulation that we've had. Really nice. Doesn't get much better than that for a V-shaped reversal pattern, to be honest. Look at that. That's textbook V-shaped reversal pattern. Look at that. Beautiful. So I'll just go to take this trade. So I'm just going to go to commodities. We'll go over to sectors, and we're going to go over to the metals. We'll go in the copper index, get best price, 81% payouts, good. Okay, so I go for a £4,000 payout, 2,200 risk on that, and 81% payout. Purchase that, 12.50. Get best price, and that looks like it's just going to shoot to 3.0944 fib level here. So we just purchase that on copper. Okay, great. That's been done. As you can see there, copper just off to the races today. It's taken a while to get there, bear in mind. It's taken a long time for us to finally break out. Only getting this move today, but another nice volatile Friday. Let me just point this out to you. It's a nice pattern that we've got. So this is our copper V-shaped reversal pattern. Find somewhere decent for this. Okay, we'll put it just at the top here. Here is the V shape. It's like a triangle, and then you've got a neckline, and we're just broken above that, and we're looking to come up to the next key level just above. Okay, right, let's get back to the chart there. So that's looking good. As I said, Brent's looking good for a breakout right now. Copper looks good. That's in play. Let's just tie it again. Let's see what else is happening right now. Two decent trades at the moment, looking good. Yeah, copper looks good. Australian US dollar finally giving up some ground here. We've had some great breakouts on Australian US dollar since it got back above its 200 MA here. Let's just drag this up, see where I think we probably may see a move back down, about another 60-point move lower here. Nice inverse hammer here on the daily 4-hour here. You can see where we just come and sold off from the key level of resistance. We're just coming back down. We were due some profit taking on Australian US dollar as well. It's coming down with gold as well, 0.92132, the next really key level here. So we probably are going to continue to sell off today with Australian US dollar. As this picks up momentum, we'll see other traders just taking profit, or stop. Anyone who's moved their stop in just to take advantage of the big move that we've had higher here in Australian US dollar. It's been a while since we've had a pullback. Had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of consecutive gains without any pullback. So if you take a look at the chart here, what we may see is, let me see if I can get a nice screenshot for you of this. Where's my screenshot tool? 1 second. It looks like at the moment on Australian US dollar. So you can position yourself for a maybe potential short. Will depend how this candle forms at the end of the day, but that looks pretty decent for a move here. So I wouldn't mind putting something onto that just to take advantage of the move that we're seeing lower. So I will go for a shorter time sell short. Just take advantage of the momentum here. So going to the US market, we'll probably see more momentum on this as well. So I'm just going to take Australian US dollar, take a smaller move on that, and then I want to see if it confirms next week. Okay, so I'll do what's the time now? 12:46. That's not bad, 92% payout. Australian US dollar, see, start time now. Yep, do that now, and we'll go into... I'm just going to do that over the next 90 minutes, in and out quickly. 0.9244. Just needs to finish one pip lower. You can see some nice profit taking place, nice inverse hammer. We'll look at this next week as well for further confirmation, but that's moving nicely at the moment. Just going to take advantage of that move lower as we build up a bit of momentum there. So that's been taken. Nice short on Australian US dollar. You can see that coming into play. There you go. WTI on the move up. Brent as well. Copper looking good. And then obviously gold just tanking. Yeah, I mean, gold is a position that we're in this already. We're actually breaking through some support here. There is a little bit of support lower. I like gold for a further move today. I'll be looking for a potential bounce into next week as we go about the 1st or 2nd of April, midweek. And then we've got, of course, non-farm payrolls on Friday. It's a good time for gold to actually find some sort of support at the beginning of April next week. I don't think we're going to see that at the moment. We've just broken through yesterday's low. We're closing here below the 200-day moving average. Look at that, massively bearish. So gold's in play as well. A lot of trade today, but it's, you know, sometimes when it rains, it pours. You've got to make your money when there's a lot going on. So going to do a gold short as well. I think that's just going to come down and tank this afternoon. And then maybe find support next week. It's already coming down low. It's just breaking through supports. You can see it coming down now. So 1286. I just want to be in that until this afternoon, probably by the UK close, about 4:30. Yeah, I'll get in that now. So 5 hours, I'll go for 2,000, 1,000. Yeah, purchase that. 86% payout on a short. Looks good. Okay, that's been done. So again, that's what I'm seeing at the moment. I'm seeing WTI, Brent breaking out. They're in play to the upside. I'm seeing about another 40-point move up for Brent before it hits any sort of resistance. So that 35-point move, WTI is going to come up and hit 101.96, possibly 102, I would say at the moment. Copper, V-shaped reversal pattern, breakout. Looks good at the moment. Looks like it's going to continue to rally. Australian US dollar taking some profits there. You can see it coming down a little bit. Gold, the right-hand side here, just looks to be breaking support. It's got a little bit more to go here, but you only need the market to finish one pip lower to win that trade. Silver will move the same as gold. There's no point taking silver and gold at the same time. And that's it, really. Those are the top trades at the moment. You can see commodities, lots going on. Australian US dollar trade looks to be in profit already. I mean, we can take a look to see if we can go to the visualization here. Yeah, I think that's probably the best visual that you'll get there, just on the screen. There we go. WTI not far off. There you go. It's coming up. It's going to hit 101.96. Australian US dollar coming down. So Brent should follow suit now. Anybody shorting gold at the moment, or has been for some time this week? It's been in a really nice downtrend since the FOMC announcement. It's looking really good. See where this is going to find support later on today. The monthly is looking really bearish. We're closing on the monthly, closing on the weekly low as well. So it's not looking good for gold to find support just yet. Probably as we go into next week, probably actually we'll find some support as we go into non-farm payroll. ADP news on Wednesday and non-farm payroll Friday. There you go. You can see WTI left-hand side there, 101.87. Is it going to come up and kiss 101.96 here? It's on its way now, isn't it? 12:51 GMT at the moment. You can see the oil market's in full throttle now. I'll tell you what we'll do before we go over to that. I'm just going to cover a little bit of additional analysis for you. Okay, we'll go from the top. So we want to just take a look at the US dollar index here. So the US dollar index is at a major level of resistance. It's around its 50 MA, which is the blue line on the screen there. We've got a major resistance channel. If the US dollar index fails to break above this resistance channel and the 50 MA, that could give some support for gold going into next week. If we get a breakout from here, breakout to the upside, this is a major level to break above. This is where we're likely to put some pressure onto the gold market. Okay, so if we get a breakout from the 50-day moving average, we should see gold come down. We haven't seen that happen just yet. You can see we've got a doji at the moment, a bit of indecision in the market, but that's likely to occur soon. We should get a resolution of that. We'll certainly be looking out for that today and into next week. Also, other markets you want to be taking a look at the moment. Actually, this is looking really good for a breakout. Corn futures are looking really good. If we can get a break above 4.91 today, I like that for a breakout to the upside. You see, we're just consolidating at the moment on corn futures. We're just moving sideways. If we get a firm breakout, I'd like to see a move back up to 502. So keep an eye on corn. You can trade that through the sectors. Wheat as well. I must make a note actually to put that on the, let's have a look here, on the chat. Okay, so we've got a webinar coming up all about how to trade wheat next month. I'm just going to put that, see if I can put it in the chat for you all attendees. Post the link there. Okay, that is the link to join the webinar. We are going to do a webinar covering how to trade wheat. We'll also cover some of the other softs as well. Coffee, we'll be take a look at corn, sugar, soybeans. So do make sure you join us for that. The softs have had a fantastic 2014. You can see this rally that we've had since the end of January here. Huge move to the upside. Wheat and corn. I'd be looking at corn today for potential breakout from this nice key level resistance. Wheat's had a good run as well. Just drop it down to the 4 hour. We're staying consolidated, but grinding higher here. You can see here on wheat, it's looking pretty good. If we move out, we just take a look at coffee. Coffee did have a bit of a pullback based on this big weekly inverse hammer, came down, found support at the 168 fib level here, and you can see at the moment coffee just channeling a little bit, came up to some resistance. I want to see which way we're going to break here on coffee. Natural gas at the moment, alongside WTI and Brent, getting a bit of a lift to the upside here as well. We're seeing some positive move. We had some natural gas storage inventories which gave a breakout yesterday for the natural gas market, so we may be making a retest of these key bid levels above just 4.663 and 4.770 here. That's what I'll be looking at here on natural gas. We'll just take a look. Yeah, WTI and Brent still rallying at the moment. Copper we've discussed. The other markets you might want to be taking a look at the moment, which are looking interesting, are platinum, which is actually taking a dive. Same as gold at the moment. We're seeing had some really nice sell shorts on platinum this past week. You can see all the key moving averages crossing over, broke through the major 200 MA. Coming back to a trend line here, actually, we think we broke that trend line. Yeah, we did. We broke that midweek when we got through the 200 MA. You can see platinum just continuing to sell off. And palladium here. Palladium's had a fantastic 2014. You've got major exporters, Ukraine and Russia, Russia in particular, and that's had some help in giving palladium a boost over the month of February. Bit of a pullback at the moment, but that's a really good market to trade as well at the moment with all the Ukraine and Russia volatility. So definitely keep an eye on the potential for a corn breakout today as well. So as suggested there, do keep an eye on that webinar, which is going to be coming up in April. So we're going to be into April from next week. So join us for that webinar. We'll focus it on wheat so you can learn how to trade the soft markets. You want to join us for that. And let's have a look at the major news announcements as we go into next week. Okay, so actually before we do that, as a bonus really for being on today's session today, and you've all taken half an hour out of your Friday to join us today to learn a little bit more about trading, and especially on the commodity side. So if you haven't received this before, make sure you take advantage of it. Or if you know somebody else who would benefit from this, make sure they take advantage of it. You receive $20 or £20 trading credit for Binary.com with bonus code 11121F20. Very simple. Go to Binary.com, select sign up, open real money account, enter that bonus code to get £20 or $20 trading credit. just being on this webinar actually today, if you've never received that before, you will get that credited to you. So win-win really. So that is really reward for you taking action today. Let's take a look at the major news coming up at the week ahead, shall we? So the major news we want to keep an eye out. There's really 6 major announcements you want to keep an eye out for next week as we move onto the non-farm payroll week. So we've got Tuesday, 1st of April, 2 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, the US ISM Manufacturing PMI, so the Institute of Supply Management, the ISM Manufacturing Purchases Index report on business based on data compiled from monthly replies to questions asked of purchasing and supply executives and over 400 industrial companies. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as bullish for the US dollar. A lower than expected reading should be taken as bearish. That will affect the US dollar, which will inversely affect gold and silver. Next Wednesday, the 2nd of April, 2 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we've got the US factory orders. So the US factory orders measures the change in the total value of new purchase orders placed with manufacturers. That report also includes a revision of the durable goods order data released a week earlier. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as bullish for the US dollar. A lower than expected reading should be taken as bearish. That will affect gold and silver as well. Next Wednesday, 2 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. Eastern. Next Wednesday, this is the important announcement that we get just prior to non-farm payroll. So this is 2:30 p.m. GMT, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The US ADP non-farm employment change report is measured on the monthly change in the non-farm private employment based on payroll data of approximately 400,000 US businesses. That released 2 days ahead of government data, and the change in this indicator can be very volatile. A higher than expected reading should be taken as bullish for the US dollar. A lower than expected reading should be taken as bearish. That would definitely impact the commodities markets. Then you want to take note of crude oil inventories, natural gas, great for your energy trading. So we've got Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. GMT, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, US crude oil inventories. So essentially, if they come out and produce a surplus on inventories, you'll see oil often will be good to sell short. And if they produce not enough inventories, you'll see essentially the oil will shoot up. So that is well worth trading each week. Thursday, 3rd of April, 2:30 p.m. GMT, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we have the US natural gas storage report. So the Energy Information Administration provide that gas storage report measuring the change in the cubic feet of natural gas held in underground storage. Now, we got a nice breakout to the upside of natural gas yesterday on that announcement. You definitely want to take note of that for your natural gas trades. And next we have Friday, 4th of April, 12:30 p.m. GMT, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We've got the US non-farm payroll. That's going to be the big one. We will be joining you for that afterwards for some post analysis, which can be great. We can see what happened after all the noise of non-farm payroll. We can check out what setups are lining up in the aftermath. So that's going to be 2:30 p.m. GMT next Friday, and the non-farm payroll will be at 12:30 p.m. GMT, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Non-farm payroll measures the change in the number of people employed during the previous month. I think because the clocks are actually changing next week, we have to confirm that. It'll be 1:30 p.m. London time, the US non-farm payroll. It should be. So we'll confirm that via, I'm sure that'll be confirmed by binary.com with regards to the actual time of the post non-farm payroll webinar. But that is a major news announcement. So non-farm payroll measures the change in the number of people employed during the previous month, excluding the farming and the industry. So job creation is the foremost indicator of consumer spending, accounts for the majority of economic activity. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as bullish for the US dollar. A lower than expected reading should be taken as bearish for the US dollar. So that's going to be a really high impact news announcement. So definitely a great one to trade. So if you want to find out more, of course, as well about our live trading room program, you can also find out about our Gold and Silver Club workshop and how to get the chart set up exactly as ourselves at the Gold and Silver Club. The analysis I do, you can replicate those exact same charts and have those available to you. You can just go to www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com. You can, of course, call us on our London, New York, or Johannesburg offices on the screen and request more information via those numbers, or just email us at office@thegoldensilverclub.com. And also subscribe to our newsletter. A question from Olufemi about news, where you can get the news from. You can get that from the goldandsilverclub.com Let me just, it's pretty much, it's on the screen at the moment, but let me just put it in there for you. If you just want to go there, go to the analysis section, and you can get all the news on there. Just go to the website there. You can find out all the latest news. Also, if you subscribe to our newsletter, you get all the major news coming up the week ahead and report on the commodities sector. So you can just take advantage of that via our website there, guys. So do take advantage of that. Good. I think that's all the questions answered. Okay, great. So you can see there's a lot going on today, guys. A lot of nice setups that we're looking at. Another nice active Friday afternoon. Lots of potential trade setups looking very good this afternoon. So good luck with all your trading today. Have a great week next week. We'll definitely catch you back here for a post analysis of non-farm payroll. Do join us for the week webinar we'll be doing in April. Have a great weekend. Thanks to binary.com, the team, for putting on today's webinar, and we will see you on the next one. Okay, so have a great weekend. Take care. All right, cheers everybody. Bye-bye.